കോട്ടയത്തും കൊച്ചിയിലും ദുബൈയിൽ, സൗദി അറേബ്യ, UK എന്നീ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലായി ആഷ്യൻ സിറ്റി ടൂർസ് ആൻഡ് ട്രാവൽസ് ഇപ്പോൾ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചു വരുന്നു. 10 വർഷക്കാലത്തോളമായി KTDCയുമായി സജീവമായി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുകയും ഒട്ടനവധി ടൂറിസ്റ്റുകളെ KTDCയുടെ പല ഹോട്ടലുകളിലേക്ക് വിടുവാൻ സാധിക്കുകയും ചെയ്തതിൻ്റെ ഫലമായി 2010 ടൂറിസം ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ് നടത്തിയ ഫാം ട്രിപ്പിൽ KTDCയുടെ UKയിലെ ജനറൽ സെയിൽസ് ഏജൻ്റായി ആഷ്യൻ സിറ്റി അപ്പോയിൻ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്തു. മുമ്പോട്ടുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളിൽ ഏതെല്ലാം രീതിയിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കുമെന്ന് ആലോചിക്കുകയും അപ്പോൾ തോന്നിയ ഒരു ആശയത്തിൻ്റെ പരമായി ബ്രിട്ടനിലെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെ കേരളത്തിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോവുകയും ഇവിടുത്തെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ രീതികൾ കേരളത്തിലെ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കുവാനുള്ള സാഹചര്യം ഒരുക്കുകയും അതുപോലെ കേരളത്തിലെ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് UKയിലെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ രീതികൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കുവാനുള്ള ഒരു സാഹചര്യം ഒരുക്കുവാനും സാധിച്ചു.
I read the Sunday Times, and the Sunday Times said that Kerala was one of the top 50 places in the world that you must travel to before you die. And from personal experience, I can see why it's called God's own country. So it's a fantastic place, to go and visit. I think really that the experience was enhanced because of the support that we got from KTDC. A couple of the hotels that these students stayed in when GJ from Ashton City Tours organised the trip were KTDC. They were of the best type of accommodation, which really meant that the students could relax there. Also, the fact that if there was any problem whatsoever, we were able to ask for support, and support was given readily from governing ministers, from KTDC, from the police.
There have been 4 trips so far that have taken place, and each of them have involved visits to many different schools, orphanages and other activities that have taken place on the trips. The purpose for the trips really is to develop international diversity within the students in the school. We aim to try and give the students an experience of education in a country that is completely different from here.
Prior to leaving, we've done a small bit of research into the local area just to get a flavour of the local culture, some of the sites on offer, and really just trying to get our heads around what to expect in terms of local cuisine and the nature of the people when we get there, some of the local traditions, and we're hoping to take part in them when we go over there as well. We've also hopefully gathered a few gifts to take over with us and hand out to some of the local children when we're there.
The children, when they arrived in Kerala, were completely shocked. It was different to what they experienced or what they even thought of. But Gijo from Ashton City really made us feel welcome. He took us to different schools to see the changes between life at Broad Green and life in a Kerala school. And then he took us also to personal places like his family home, or we went on a houseboat. We did football matches with the schools, and the children, they could just see the difference. When they came back home, a lot of the pupils said that they would now realise that they should cherish what they've got back in Liverpool. The students that went on this tour
are IB students, so they study as part of their studies the International Baccalaureate, and the International Baccalaureate is as you know, because it's one of these studies that is studied in, one of the units that's studied in India, is a programme where international mindedness and global citizenship is really important, and they have to have a broad-based education. One of the parts of the education is that they have to do community action service, so they have to look at how they fit in the world and how other parts of the world and their education systems work. So one of the students was actually studying, as part of her extended essay, Kathakali. So seeing things firsthand was a fantastic opportunity. So it's very, very important for students, particularly the IB students, to experience this sort of a trip, and I would recommend it to other schools, really recommend it to other schools.
കേരളത്തിലെത്തുന്ന വിദേശികൾക്ക് നമ്മുടെ തന്നെ ഡ്രൈവർ, നമ്മുടെ തന്നെ വണ്ടി, എയർപോർട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് എത്തിയാൽ തിരിച്ച് എയർപോർട്ടിൽ എത്തുന്നത് വരെ ആഷ്യൻ സിറ്റിയുടേതായ ഒരു സ്റ്റാഫ് അവരുടെ കൂട്ടത്തിലുണ്ടായിരിക്കും. അതിനുള്ള എല്ലാവിധ സൗകര്യങ്ങളും ചെയ്തു കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ആഷ്യൻ സിറ്റി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നത്.
I went to India last year. I was one of the last students to go, and I went with Jijo from Ashin City Tours and Travels. And while there, we've done a lot of things. We went around all the schools, went round to an orphanage. We went on a boat ride, and we also rode elephants, which is a really good experience, something different. While there in the schools, we realised that there was such a different culture going around. The way children learned about technology was so great. They still got really good grades. They were all still happy.